Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB Today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The Chase viewers weren't happy during Thursday's episode when they spotted a problem with the format. Chase fans were on the brink of switching over after labeling the episode as possibly the worst ever. In the March 20 installment of ITV's hit quiz show, host Bradley Walsh welcomed a team comprising Campbell from Glasgow, Pamela from London, Hank from Ramsgate, and Rosie from Lancaster. The squad was determined to outsmart one of the formidable chasers with their collective brainpower. Sean Wallace, known as the Dark Destroyer, was the team's obstacle, but only Rosie proved successful in reaching the final, bringing £100,000 to the table. Under the intense spotlight, Rosie found the going tough, frequently choosing to pass on questions. Ultimately, her solo effort wasn't sufficient to triumph over the chaser. Post-game, Bradley commented empathetically, "Rosie, it was tough on your own, but you were caught with 51 seconds remaining. That's another 13 questions, so you know he is hitting a target of 24, but that's the way it goes. You need a full house, and it's as simple as that." Yet, viewers were not too keen on seeing contestants repeatedly opting to pass on queries, feeling disgruntled with this aspect of the game's rules, reports Bristol Live. One viewer tweeted, "Bye, Rosie, was doing good, but then the pass disease hit ya. Hashtag the chase. Sick." Another asked, "Shall we all turn over to hashtag House of Games? Hashtag the chase." A frustrated fan commented, "Well done for getting where you are, but you passed on so many obvious questions. Hashtag the chase. Sick." Another viewer poked fun at Bradley Walsh, saying, "Why doesn't Bradley say one of the worst episodes ever? Hashtag sick." This backlash came after a recent celebrity special of The Chase where Bradley Walsh was over the moon with excitement. Contestants Joe Sugg, Miles Stephenson, David James, and Lucretia Millerini took on Paul Sinha, aka the Sinner Man, to win money for charity. YouTuber and ex-Strictly finalist Joe Sugg made history by earning £8,000 in his cash builder round and accepting the high offer of £201,000, then surprisingly answering all questions correctly to win the cash. When ITV's The Chase aired its latest episode, fans tuned in expecting the usual nail-biting quiz action, witty banter from Bradley Walsh, and clever put-downs from the chasers. Instead, what unfolded quickly sparked outrage, with viewers taking to social media in droves, dubbing it the worst episode ever. It all began innocently enough. 4 new contestants, Martin, a retired postman, Lila, a schoolteacher, Owen, a young entrepreneur, and Denise, a stay-at-home mom, lined up to take their shot at winning big money. As Bradley introduced them, the energy in the studio felt as bright and lively as always. But the tension shifted when the first round began. Martin, the first contestant up, faltered under pressure. He stumbled over simple general knowledge questions, failing to bank more than $1,000. Lila followed, but instead of turning things around, she struggled with time and buzzed in with wild guesses. By the time Owen stepped up, the atmosphere in the studio had already soured, and fans at home sensed it. "Worst cash builder rounds I've seen in years," one fan tweeted. "Are they even trying?" Owen, hailed as the group's hope, made matters worse. He confidently declared he was a trivia expert, only to freeze when faced with questions about world capitals and historical figures. His final tally? Just $500. But it was Denise's turn that sent viewers over the edge. She managed a dismal 0 in her cash builder, missing every single question. Instead of pushing for a comeback, she cheerfully shrugged, saying, "Oh well, I just wanted to meet Bradley." Social media erupted. "Why even apply if you don't want to play?" fumed one viewer. "This is painful to watch, literally the worst episode ever," another chimed in. When it came time for the team to face the chaser, the formidable Anne the governess, the already fragile chances collapsed entirely. The contestants opted for the lowest offers, banking just $3,500 between all four of them. What was supposed to be an exciting final chase turned into a slow-motion disaster. Anne, barely breaking a sweat, caught them with 2 full minutes to spare. The audience clapped politely, but even Bradley looked bewildered as he said his trademark line, "They leave with nothing and they're going home." Viewers weren't having it. "Honestly, this was the laziest, most disappointing team ever," one fan vented. And Anne didn't even get to show her skills. It was over before it started, another posted. "ITV should have scrapped this episode altogether," read a particularly harsh comment. By the end of the night, hashtags like "worst episode ever" and hashtag "chasefail" were trending on Twitter. While the chase is no stranger to controversial moments, rarely had the outrage been so unanimous. Fans weren't just frustrated by the poor performance, they were united in one complaint. The contestants didn't seem to care about winning at all. As Bradley signed off, smiling through the awkwardness, one thing was certain: this episode would be remembered not for its triumphs, but for its infamy.